Okay, thank y'all for coming in. I invited y'all to the Soul Food Diner, but I have to confess that's not real food. Oh, that is plastic, cardboard. But if I didn't have food, you wouldn't come. I had to have something to get you here. So we're having a feast. Yes, we're having a spiritual feast. The food there just to get you here. Now let's continue with the last part of a speech by a famous person in 1959. Nobody have told me in the chat or in the comment who that person is. Well, maybe I should start looking at the chat. I haven't been looking at the chat because usually I've been over time. I'm gonna look at the chat and see if someone says who this person is. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised that this speech is allowed to be posted because it is kind of controversial, but it's the truth. And this is the time for truth to be spoken. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, I told you before that we're going to get into the solutions. Look at part 3. We talked about quite a few things, and then we said we have solutions. So now we're getting into the last part, which will include the solutions. This is what we must do to solve our problems, tribes. First, we must discipline our women. If any of them are so blind as to consort with our oppressor, when we must take counsel among ourselves, and with her, we must exert every pressure at our command until we have returned, she has returned to a state of loyalty to her own. I need to say that again. First, we must discipline our women. If any of them are so blind as to consort with our oppressors, then we must take counsel among ourselves and with her. We must exert every pressure at our command until she will have returned to a state of loyalty to her own. And I'm going to speak about loyalty in a minute. This is a short one, so I'm going to do a commentary after I finish reading. All right, to continue the speech. Oh, this is 1959, by the way, in Washington, D.C., long before the I Have a Dream speech. Much of the defection among our women stems from the fact that they have been cajoled into following the oppressor's style when it comes to hair, dressing, and clothing. Much of the defection among our women stems from the fact that they have been cajoled into following the oppressor's style when it comes to hair, dress, and clothing. These are the badges to sin and cause men to leer and behave lasciviously. If you study the customs and traditions of Islamic countries, you will see the proper manner of dress. These are the rules we must lay down and enforce if our women are to receive the respect due them. Of course, it must be realized that the oppressor seeks out our women to debase them. There is no real love and affection in his heart for them or us. She but becomes the tool of his pleasure, the object of his scorn. Secondly, we must realize the difference between integration and separation. To integrate with evil is to be destroyed with evil. What we want, indeed, justice for all, is to be set apart. We want and must insist upon an area in this land that we can call our own. Somewhere we can hold our heads with pride and dignity without the continuous harassment and indignities of our oppressors. Thirdly, we must realize that whereas the black man in Africa is our brother, our central responsibility is with the black man here in the wilderness of North America. For us to expel our energies pleading for the cause of Africa is like a blind man pleading that his fellow blind man be given eyes while he continued to stumble in darkness. The solution to all these problems lie in a clear-cut understanding of the truth. I have come to bring you to that truth. Now I spell it out that even the children among you may know the nature of tomorrow. First of all, you must know the truth about God and the devil. We, the black men, are of God. Our oppressors, whoever they may be, are of the devil. Their nature is evil. They are incapable of doing good. Secondly, I must tell you the truth about the day of judgment. We have been taught that one day the dead of God shall rise again. You have taken that to mean that people will get up from their graveyards and walk about. That is so much nonsense. Properly read, the resurrection means that we, the black men of North America, would rise from mental death, realize who we are, discover who God is, name the devil for the beast that he is, then, like Joseph, go on to become masters in the land wherein once you were a slave. Okay, that was a very long speech. It must have been at least hour and a half or 2 hours. Because I read it in 3 parts, and each part I read was about 15, 20 minutes. So now is my commentary. You know, if you're born into something, speaking to the women now, brothers too, because you have to talk to you about these things. If you're born in a culture that's corrupted and evil, it doesn't really affect you because that's all you know. But if you're born a few generations ahead of it, then you can see how the society, the culture has gone down, down, down. Because you witness it, you're a living witness. I remember when I was growing up, women wore scarves on their head. They wore ankle dresses. They wore socks. They wore brassieres. They wasn't trying to show their behind or their breasts. They were respectful to the men, to everyone. Yeah, that was in the 50s and 60s. But nowadays, look at what you got. This is because of integration. This is because you integrated yourself with evil, and you become evil. What else can you become? That's why King said, I brought you into a burning house. You regretted that integration stance he took. Because their house is burning. Just look around the world. Their house is burning, and you in it. Haven't built your own house. You identify with the oppressor because you haven't done anything for yourself as a people. So don't be concerned with what's going on with him and his government. You're not. What he does has nothing to do with you. Stop worrying about this man's affairs. His Epstein files for the women he abused. You got hundreds of years of abuse. You forgot about that? Murder, raping, outright lynching. But you don't know nothing about that, so you don't care about it. You say, oh, that was in the past. If you don't know the past and address it, you're going to repeat it. So no, there's no reporting on the killings now of black people like it was before. That doesn't mean it's not happening. It means it's going underground. So now you don't know it. You think everything is calm and hoky-dory. No, no, no. It's just the system become more sophisticated and not letting you know what's going on. So I don't even worry about what the news is talking about. It's nothing to do with me. The Iranians, they know that we are here by circumstance, and we're not a part of this government and the evils they do because we're not even representing the government. How can we be responsible for this government and what they do? We're not even represented in their government. Their government. Let you know we have to have our own. Those people who want to integrate, go ahead. Go ahead. That's your freedom. But me and my family, my tribe, we're going to be serving the Lord, the true God of Israel. We're not going to serve his God. Someone said in the chat, Jesus is coming. Yeah, this is the brainwashing techniques they use on us from slavery time, telling us that, oh, your salvation is coming, or you're going to die and go to heaven. Get away from me with that slavery teachings. Jesus has come here many times and you lynched him, you killed him. Yes, you're killing Jesus. What you mean Jesus coming? You don't want no Jesus. You keep lying to the people, propping up your dirty religion to keep us enslaved. Jesus not even white. So how you talk about Jesus? You love Jesus. You won't even publish the right color Jesus. How can you love Jesus? You love a lie. And you use that lie against the people. Rise. So you're a real slave maker talking to me about Jesus. That's what's got us in bondage, that teachings. And you're not my brother. You're not my brother. No. And you know it. Stop lying to yourself. You know your nature is totally different than ours. When you came here, we welcomed you. We are very friendly, outgoing people. And what do you do in return? You murdered us. Still doing it. Hundreds of years. Without remorse. And you gonna have the nerve to call me your brother? No, I'm not no brother of no devil. You're not no kin to me. Don't put that lie. Just because everybody's integrating now, I'm not one of those. I've always wanted to be separate from you all. I don't want to be around you. I don't even want to, I'm at the point now, I don't even want to hear your talking. Your talking, your vibration of your voice irks me. So I can't be your brother because there's no love for you and you know it. You have no love for me. You are impossible to love. If you had, you would have done something these 400 years to show it. But you don't even have any remorse. You're still lying to people. I'm glad you brought that up. Got me time to preach. Got me time to speak the gospel with those comments. So bring it on. Bring on all these comments. We ain't running from you. We're going to tell you the truth and tell you if you want to hear it more, from a great man, go back and listen to those four chapters I just did. Four different chapters, 20 minutes each, average. This is the last one where I'm taking comments. And you're going to listen to that truth. When you listen to that truth, you come back and see if you my brother. No way. Darkness and light was separate from the beginning. There's no way you and I are related. Okay. All right. Well, let me know who's the person speaking, who giving his speech. If you my brother, you should know who's speaking in this what I just talked about, reading from his book. Nobody been able to tell me who's speaking, and then you're gonna come in and talk about Jesus. You're not listening. You're not listening. That's a slave-making religion. You've done nothing but crucify us. Tell us to turn the other cheek while you smite us on both cheeks. And we got so much love now, we're killing ourselves. Yeah, that's self-hatred. You taught us this self-hatred. Okay, if you're offended by what I'm saying, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who trying to push this Jesus stuff on us. You got nerve to print something about Jesus and won't even tell the truth about who he is. You won't even tell the truth about Jesus. But then you're going to say Jesus is coming. Jesus already here. You crucified and hung Jesus. Yes, you did. Because he's not like you. He's not filled with hatred. Okay, well, that's it. We're going to continue. We're going to, this is the end of the speech, 1959, given in Washington, D.C. Nobody's told me who said the speech. Yeah, I'm the judge, and I'm your jury. Yes, and you will pay for your sins. I promise you. God's going to take care of you. I don't have to lift my finger. You killing Jesus. What you mean he died for me? You were killing Jesus. You were the murder of Jesus. You can't do nothing for me because you don't even tell the real Jesus. Your Jesus is white. How can he help me? Stop trying to teach this slavery teachings. Sick. Disgusting. I'm out. I don't love everybody. I love those who are righteous. And I wish these people who come up here lying, you're nothing but a liar. There's no God in you. There's no truth in you. You're a liar.